welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little fall look with a pop of gold. And first I'm going to apply my foundation. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist foundation in shade number 8. And let me tell you guys, I love this foundation. It seriously is my new favorite foundation. It looks so natural. And it covers really well. It has like really nice coverage, even though it's medium to full, definitely buildable. I do have a full review of this foundation on my blog, so I'll leave a link down below, but definitely one of my faves right now. I'm just going to blend this out using a glamour sponge per usual, and I'm just going to go ahead and stipple that all over my face until we get nice and even and flawless. The next thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. Surprise, surprise! And then we're just going to put this all over the eyelids to set ourselves up for some eyeshadow. And my hair was getting in the way, so I had to pull it out of the way, so I'm just going to tie it back real quick, and we are all good. Next, I'm going to be taking my Lorac Mega Pro palette, and I'm going to use the color Crepe to apply this all over my eyelids as a base color. I do this all the time, guys. And then I'm going to take the color Maple and a fluffy blending brush. This is a MAC 224, and I'm just going to apply this into my crease to warm everything up and add this as a first transition shade. Next, we're going to be taking the color Eggplant, and I'm going to be using my Zoeva 227 Luxe Definer brush, and I'm just going to place this right into my crease, the lower crease area, and I'm just going to tightly pack that in there and then add some depth. And then we're also going to angle that out in the outer V area and then deepen up the outer V area as well with this color. And then we're just going to keep working that color until we get the desired darkness that we want and the desired depth. And then of course, if you have any harsh lines, make sure you blend them out with a fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going to take the color Rust and a flat shader brush. This is a Zoeva 234 shader brush, and I'm just going to pack that on my eyelid area. And we're just going to pat that on and pack it on. Next, I'm going to take the color Pomegranate, which is a really pretty metallic-y red color, and then I'm just going to layer that over the rust color that we just laid down, and I'm going to use the same brush that we used before, the the Zoeva 234 Smoky Shader brush. And then with the same brush that we used Eggplant with, I'm just going to clean up any harsh lines. And then now taking my MAC 221 brush and the color Jet Black from the palette, we're going to add that on the outer V area. And we're going to keep that kind of low and then run it a little bit on the lower lash line. The upper lash line. And then we're just going to add a lot more depth to that area because I want to make this look a little bit more dramatic than what it was before. Now taking the color Cava, I don't know how do you say that, and a pencil brush, I'm just going to apply this into my inner corners. And then with my Kat Von D tattoo liner, this is in the color Trooper, I'm just going to go ahead and wing out this look. And usually I start with the wing, or sometimes I actually go on my upper lash line first, but it depends. I have my moods. So today I'm starting out with my wing, and then I'm just going to build the lash line until I get the perfect wing. Next, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Carbon Black, and I'm just going to apply this on my lashes. And I'm applying the Eylure Vegasne Grand Glamour lashes today. These are such pretty lashes, and they're drugstore, so you can definitely pick them up at Target or wherever they sell Eylure lashes. And now for the fun part, we're going to be adding Urban Decay's Razor Sharp eyeliner in the color Goldrush, which is such a pretty gold eyeliner. I've never seen an eyeliner this gold before. I'm just going to apply this right above the black eyeliner that we applied. And originally I wasn't planning on adding any kind of gold or anything, but I saw this in my drawer and I was like, oh my god, I have to use it, and it would go perfectly with this look. So I'm adding that now. You could add this before you put on the eyelashes, which would make life so much easier, but since I wasn't really planning on adding a gold to it, I did it afterwards. But definitely do it before because it's a lot easier. Now going back into the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, I'm going to take the color Eggplant and a smudger brush, and I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line and really smoke out that lower lash line with this color. And then taking a black kohl pencil, this is from It Cosmetics. I'm just going to put that on my waterline. And then moving on to concealer, I'm going to mix my usual cocktail of concealer, the MAC Prolongwear NW20 and NW25, and I'm just going to apply this on my under eyes and in any highlight zones, which is on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, all that fun jazz. And then we're just going to go ahead and blend everything out with the Glamour Sponge. If you guys haven't tried the Glamour Sponge, definitely give it a try. One of my girlfriends, she is the creator of the Glamour Sponge, and she's also a professional makeup artist out here in LA. She does a lot of celebrities and stuff. She created this sponge because she wanted to find something more affordable for the beauty blender. So this sponge is amazing. I will leave a link down below if you guys want to check it out. Now we're going to go ahead and set everything with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, and then moving on to bronzer. You know, I use these two. I haven't stopped using these two bronzers, but it is the MAC Matte Bronze and the MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. I'm going to apply matte bronze first just to warm everything up, and then we're going to go in with Give Me Sun to add a little bit more warmth to it. And the reason why I do this is because Give Me Sun is just a little bit too warm for my skin right now, so I don't want my face to look too orangey, if you know what I mean. So I just add just a little bit of this just to give me the perfect kind of combination. Now going into my Lorac Pro contour palette and an angled cheek brush, I'm just going to go ahead and sculpt out my cheekbones using the medium contour shade in the palette. And then we're also going to run this along our hairline and along the jawline as well. And then taking the light contour shade in the palette and my JD Wadey 180 nose perfecting brush, we're going to go ahead and snatch that nose. And we're going to just contour out the sides of the nose using that light contour shade in the palette. You want to use very light brush strokes here. You don't want to like press it too hard, or else the line's going to be pretty harsh if you do it that way. So we're just going to go ahead and lightly dust on some of this light contour shade color. And then to soften out that contour so it looks a lot more natural, you're just going to take your sponge and then you're just going to blot it over the contour area that you just did. This just softens out the line and just makes everything look a lot more blended. And now taking my highlighter, I bet you haven't seen this in a while. This is the Anastasia So Hollywood highlighter. I forgot how much I absolutely love this highlighter. It's so good. So anyways, I'm spraying my brush with a little Fix Plus just to give it a little bit more intensity. I don't like my highlighters too intense. I just like to give it a little nice pop of glow. But today I'm just making it a little bit more intense, and I'm just going to apply that on my high points of the face, my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to also dust this on my cupid's bow as well. And now moving on to moving on to blush. I'm going to be using NARS Orgasm blush, which is a cult classic, all-time fave. And I'm just going to apply this using my MAC 116 brush. You guys know how to apply blush, right? Just pop it on the cheek, girl. And now moving on to the lips, we're going to be applying the Jouer lip cream in the color Tawny Rose, and this is one of my favorite colors to use. I absolutely love this color. It's such a pretty mauve color, but it's like the perfect mauve shade in my opinion. And if you've never tried the Jouer lip creams, I would definitely recommend trying them. They have such pretty colors, and the formula is really, really nice and long wearing and transfer proof and matte and everything that you want out of your liquid lipstick. And then we're just going to go ahead and apply that on the lips. I love applying liquid lipstick sometimes because you don't have to use a lip liner. You could just go in straight and then you could just use the liquid lipstick as a lip liner. So it just makes life a lot easier. And then finally, to set everything, we're going to be using the MAC Fix Plus spray, which is a fave, of course. And then we're just going to spray that on our face real quick. And then the look is complete. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button down below. Leave me a comment, let me know what you guys want to see next, as I'm always open for suggestions, or if you just want to say hi, leave me a comment down below because I always love talking to you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. Also, if you aren't following me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, I will leave all that stuff down below. Until next time, you guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye!